Is it the Kagura?
I mean, it showed up behind them.
Oh, it did. It
Matches,
did.
yeah. Oh, no, what?
No,
It's a Kagura. It's a Kagura.
Yeah,
It's a Kagura.
Definitely a Kagura. Great that you spot that one out because I don't want to deal with two clots. Nobody wants to. And it's partly impossible.
Yeah.
So, a very team fight oriented side for the South Bren Esports. Something that they are bringing it time and time again. But Burmese Ghouls, they have improved their run here, perhaps with Lapu Lapu. So, talk us through this top before we get ourselves in towards the land dawn.
Here, now Burmese Ghouls want to play a game where it's macroly sound. They want to go for split pushes. They want to have a little bit of elements of pick potentials to get these small skirmishes done. Bren, on the other side, complete team fighting composition. They want to go for those big dives. They want to go for those full 5v5s in the jungle. It's something they can be aware of because Burmese Ghouls, if they're still feeling nervous and they make the wrong decision, they could break.
And here we go, another game in the grand finals. It's the M2 World Championship 2020 M2. And Burmese Ghouls still looking for that point, and Bren Esports looking to lock themselves in towards match point.
Let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Kid, so brave, trying to stop Carlteasy from this quick take. And Carlteasy, mind you, already at less than half health.
This is the way you want to do it. Burmese Ghouls, they know that level 1 is stronger than Bren. They want a team fight, but not at level 1. What can they do? Kagura can try to zone them out, but level 1, she's pretty useless. Flapteasy on the other side, isn't going to be able to participate. Lusty can't push out, and the same goes for Few, who didn't react and start with a mid opening.
Butters, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing
Quite
what
the
you're
shuffle on
seeing.
Bren. Quite the shuffle.
That is going to be Few on that support Benedetta. Well, mid lane Benedetta, rather. And that is going to be very interesting since we do see Few on these kinds of heroes, but ever since he went to the mid lane, this has changed a lot. And as you can see here, he is punishing Kid and he's giving a hard time for Maybe. It just feels like Maybe is forced to use his kills on that Benedetta alone.
At this point in time, I think it's a pretty good opening coming in for the Burmese Ghouls. A great adaptation to say, hey, even though you do have a Benedetta in towards that mid lane, we're still going to put some damage into your jungler. Because remember, Carlteasy, he is going to need a little bit of help on his first clear, and then after that, he's generally okay.
Yeah.
The last time we saw a Kagura on the side lane, that was used by 10S Gaming Frost. It's as if Bren Esports, they're getting a lot of their ideas from the enemies that they faced along the way.
Yep, just like the Sharingan from Naruto. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? 2 minutes in, here's the first turtle. Two teams jockeying for position. Few picking the fight. That's going to be the Spiral Strangling by Maybe, although he does take quite a chunk of damage. Ace resetting the turtle here. From behind, in comes Flapteasy. Where do Carlteasy be taking that gold buff down bottom lane? I think there's enough time for him to rotate. Oh, hold up, Flapteasy getting caught out here. Oh, that's gonna be D committing already. He sidesteps the fight, and that's gonna be Carlteasy with the battle mirror image out. Ruby DD wants to disengage. That's already a few ults spent.
That's some very big ults and the more key ultimates. Unfortunately for Carlteasy here, fortunately for Carlteasy, he survives all that damage, and still Burmese Ghouls now just waiting for their ultimates to come back up off cooldown, and then Bren just needs to kind of maneuver the fight a little bit more.
Yeah, and as you can see, Burmese Ghouls, they're not getting the play that they're good at. They're not getting the first turtle. Bren Esports just controlling this area of the map so clean.
Yeah, same goes to the side of Burmese Ghouls. Now, get in. Right now, over bottom side, it's Ruby DD. He's kind of suffering a lot of hits.
Yeah, he's taking a little bit too much damage overall, and I think at this point in time, Bren, they want to make sure that they are playing this stalemate game. Ace, he doesn't get hit by that perfect match, which is going to allow D to get into the backside. The Bravest Warrior comes in, but unfortunately, it's going to be the rest of the team coming through. It's going to be Flapteasy with the Black Dragon form. They trade 1 for 1, but it's still not looking good as the pick potential coming out from the side of Burmese Ghouls is still a little better, and the rest of Bren Esports weren't able to keep up.
I like the execution there coming up from Burmese Ghouls. They did not back down on the idea and they get rewarded. Flap here getting harassed a bit by Kid, and as you can see, Burmese Ghouls, they just want to take down a turret.
Oh, here we go. I think the Burmese Ghouls have committed so far, and there's no turning back. That's Rebo getting bursted down here by the lone wolf. That's gonna be the Electro final blow, not hitting much, maybe a pulse or two. And right now, that's gonna be disengage off camera. Maybe duels down Carl TZ and wins.
That is some great micro mechanics there. Kid abusing the fact that you can get pulled, and even a pick. D surviving a 1v4, hops over the wall, making sure that he's using the structure to gain that extra bit of distance. It pushes him on the other side, creating a large gap that Bren cannot close in on.
Burmese Ghouls, they're being very flexible in what they're able to do. They learned from the 2 games that came, that Bren Esports won. But maybe here, that is Imperial Justice hitting the ground.
He's already spent it, and right now they are overcommitted. Carl TZ with the Blazing Duet. He's protected by this wall. Flap TZ gonna help with the kill. That's Rebo securing it. Down goes Kid. Oh, and Few getting threatened here by Ruby DD. Mind you, this is an assassin show with the high and dry. Sitting at 3 and 2. Burmese Ghouls have a 3K gold lead waiting for this second turtle.
But you know what? This is looking great for the side of Burmese Ghouls. I mean, Carl TZ is not getting the farm, the steady farm progression. For Few, he's having a hard time dealing a lot of damage just because he is forced to join every single fight.
Yeah, and you bring up some really great points here because, again, Bren, they cannot just keep on taking these fights again and again and again and again. Their teams still need that return of investment that Burmese Ghouls have been denying them. So, unless Bren is able to try and pick those buffs up later on, it's going to be tough because Burmese Ghouls is doing a great job at just saying no, no, no.
Oh no, Rebo here. Getting jumped on. Nice. Yin Yang overturns a swap underneath the turret. There's a lot of damage. Fatal links by Lusty. And Ruby DD still stands. Way of the Dragon, but he will not survive. That's going to be 2 for none here on the side of Bren Esports. Some room to breathe for all of us.
I mean, I took off my blazer already.
You see the intention before they locked it in, and now the execution. It's definitely divide and conquer. That's the only way that they can make this work. And right now, going back into the game, we are still sitting at 3 to 4, about a 2,000 gold lead for the Burmese Ghouls. And yeah, that's 2 turrets ahead. Hold up, fight already breaking out. Not wasting any time. Maybe Dash is on out of the way. Burmese Ghouls, again, you'll never see them being there 3 or more in a single place. Like, they want to pick off these little fights. And again, Ace is just happy to help at any point.
And I think the Burmese Ghouls, obviously, it's still a little rough around the edges here. They need to start focusing on their side lanes. And although they're getting, they're getting some really good catches overall, their main focus should be, yes, major objectives. All tier 1s have been destroyed here. And if Bren Esports takes one back, no big deal. We're still going to pressure the other side of the map.
This is the Burmese Ghouls that we all know, and this is the Burmese Ghouls that their fans really love. This early game domination, this is a trademark of the Burmese Ghouls.
Oh, this fight is already broken out. Imperial Justice by Maybe. There's the Fatal Links by Lusty, but there's no damage present. Flap Easy, Black Dragon form, drawing a line that he's enforcing. Nobody goes through here. Carl TZ is busy farming. That's going to be Kid with the Duran. So yeah, he can start going into Flap TZ and make sure that Flap TZ doesn't even heal off of the killing spree now. Orange. Oh, I think it gets stolen away from Carl.
Wow, D is doing a really great job here. Few gets absolutely chunked out. A solo kill down a bot side? Flap TZ? What happened? Oh, he had Kid nearby. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
This is tricky for the side of Bren Esports. This is the winning form of the Burmese Ghouls now. For Flap, he should be a bit more careful. If the enemy knows that he doesn't have the Black Dragon form, that is an automatic engage on his side.
Yep. Permission to attack, sir.
Permission to attack.
Oh, that's going to be a catch onto Few. Electro final blow using the iframes to get on out of there. But despite all this effort, despite surviving, they are going to lose another turret up top, and now only one stands in mid.
Now, just for a quick explanation for those of you who don't understand what iframes are, iframes is just a short form of invulnerability frames, a short period of time, or frames that the game uses to kind of calculate how calculate a measure of time in which you are going to be invulnerable. You can't take damage, the CC is not going to matter, and especially with Benedetta's eye for an eye, if you haven't played against her yet, well, you probably should be playing more ranked.
This is a high-level game, and one of the signs of or symbols that it is a high mechanic game is look at the kill score. 4 for 4, 8 minutes in. 8 minutes in, it's usually a bloodbath already.
Imperial Justice here by maybe. And yeah, they disengage. It's a false engage, but they're forcing Bren. And I think Flapteezy bit the bait. That's going to be the Black Dragon form, and that's a check. All right, no ult on Flapteezy. We can go the next time around.
Oh my goodness, they have insurance policies for the side of Burmese Ghouls. The moment maybe is deciding, okay, maybe I should go for the Imperial Justice, he's allowed to go. Ace quickly uses his Mountain Chakra to give him a double confirmation, whether to keep on going or to pull back out. And as soon as he did that, he saw, oh, 4 members of Bren are already too nearby. We got to back on out of there.
Now, Bren Esports, they're clearing the minion waves. I'll give them that, but Burmese Ghouls, they are setting up well for this Lord. Now, looking at the items here of Carl TZ, he only has the Demon Hunter's sword. The sword, the Golden Staff will come out in just a bit, but still, look at the items of Ace. He is with the Blade of Despair and a newly built Endless Battle.
Oh. Honestly, look at the items of D. He, instead of going defensive, he's like, no, let's fight, bros. Give me that Bloodlust Axe. Give me that Blade of Despair. I want to be able to take you on 1v1. If it's a 1v4, even better, just more healing for me.
And this is, let's say this is a Kagura special. She's one of the heroes that can do this. She can send the umbrella to a nearby brush to just check who is in that area. And that eliminates the element of face checking for the side of Bren Esports.
And they face check into this Lord. Take Flapteezy Black Dragon form. Imperial Justice already spent in by maybe. He gets blasted down. Rebo gets the kill. And I think Carl TZ as well used the Blazing Duet to clear that wave and win that fight. That's one pickoff, which gives Burmese Ghouls the sign, hey, Lord is not safe. We back out here.
Oh man, I honestly believe almost 100% Kid misclicked the Circling Eagle on the wrong target there. No way would you ever want to use it on Flapteezy.
You know what? Kid, the moment he went down, every single Burmese Ghouls player just went back and reset the Lord. And that is the discipline that got them into this Grand Finals.
I can only imagine what the comms sounded like, but yeah, Lusty is going to get hit by the Imperial Justice and walk away, but no real follow-up from here on out. But it just means that the rest of BG are going to be able to take this out, and now the fight begins.
That's going to be a takedown onto Lusty. Mountain Shocker here, going to be disincentivizing them, sticking together. Carl TZ picked off by Ruby DD. Few taken out by Ace, and now Flapteezy, the only one left because Rebo's going to back out. That's a double for Ace, a 4 for none, plus the Lord. Rebo's sweating it.
Burmese Ghouls. That is one of their trademarks. They go for a very sneaky Lord, and after that, you can see Ruby DD just playing his game. He catches out Carl, punishes Carl, and now Carl's farm can't be felt just because he's respawning.
11k and Ace, he's going to be able to take out one more inhibitor shot. Rebo getting hit by literally everything. He quickly goes for the closed umbrella to quickly transport himself, but Lord on towards the top side. All 3 inhibitors are done. Perfect match and Fatal Links. This could be it. Bren come in with an amazing blazing duet, but they got to get rid of that Lord. If Lord doesn't go down, then they might lose. Thank goodness Bren turned this around. 10k down. An amazing play coming in from Lusty.
Hashtag thank you, Lusty.
That was too close for comfort.
If only the members here on the side of Bren Esports had more damage, that could have been a wipe. But Burmese Ghouls, that just goes to show that they still have the lead in terms of the items. Now, looking at it, they are forcing to go to that middle lane, but Atlas, Lusty finding that opening.
Oh, that's so good. That literally saved them the game right there. The 10k down, they wouldn't have won any other way. Flapteezy, oh no, D actually missing the last hit there, and I think he might have been pretty close to killing Flap there. But overall, great job. Bren need to kind of hold on. They need to do what Burmese did in the previous game, which what they were supposed to do, which is hold out and allow them scale.
Circling Eagle here pulled by Kid on a blazing duet. Carl TZ, D coming in. Carl is in trouble. That's going to be maybe taking him down. And the Imperial Justice makes sure that there are no survivors. Flapteezy cordoning off the rest of Burmese Ghouls from their base. But he gets bursted down here by Ace. 2 for none already. It's looking grim for Bren Esports because the Burmese Ghouls have once more woken up. They are ready and they're looking for the finish.
Yes, and Burmese Ghouls, this looks like a 2-1 going. This is a 2-1 going to the side of Burmese Ghouls. Bren Esports. They made a bit of a complex lineup there.
This is looking more like it in the grand finals, and Burmese Ghouls gets their first corner at the back. And just look at how coordinated they are. Once they establish control, they set up checkpoints inside of the jungle, making it definitely harder for the side of Bren Esports to